Here we are.
Hello everybody.
Good evening everyone. Welcome back to Pokémon Insurgence. Yes, it's been a while. Apologies, but we've had things going on. Full disclosure, it does sound like we're in the room at the moment to play this game, and for the record we'll probably pretend that we are. However, I have taken it upon myself to play a couple of hours of this because, broadly speaking, our Egglocke bit is kind of reaching its finale, in a sense. We are running out of space, and going by how high leveled all the Pokemon are, it's becoming a bit more optimistic to catch them. But and also that, and we've kind of like very much refined our party to a mirror sheen.
Yeah.
So the next couple of hours of this is me just playing through the plot.
Right, so.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, just to let me know then, is the plot going to hit up, like finish up at around the late 70s or high 70s, 80s? Or
no, 90s.
90s?
Yep.
So, we still have a bit of a runway
we,
then.
we still have quite a lot of plot to go, yes. But but in this session and the next one, we will hopefully make some progress in that sense.
Yeah. So when we last left, the town basically got hit with the zombie virus.
They did. They got reprogrammed using COVID vaccines.
Yes.
AstraZeneca struck the beautiful town of Amphitrite City.
Lovely, lovely.
And now all the vaccinated are robots, and the unvaccinated, who were of course right the whole time, are now protesting against something different, like I don't know, 15-minute cities.
Yeah.
The size of their feet.
Yeah, that's
general.
That's a term I hadn't heard up until like a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
like
that's the new one. That's the new conspiracy theory bullshit.
Yeah.
So, oh, the 15-minute city. They're trying to segregate us. What? As in giving us a library?
Sorry, they're trying to make that you're not commuting 2 hours to get to the nearest pennies.
Yeah. Wow, what a conspiracy theory. Holy fuck, man. Do you know what? You got that right, man. The hilarious thing is, I was reading an article about it on The Athletic. And it was about like why do ex-footballers seem to gravitate towards conspiracy theorists?
Oh, because you have money. So what else are you going to do?
No, it is literally because, and it was actually quite sad reading it because it had like a sports psychologist being very honest about like what happens to footballers. But basically, their lives have been defined by rejection, essentially.
Oh.
Well, because like you go for a trial here and you don't make it, and you get a trial here and you don't make it, you get a trial here, you don't make it, and you always have to have an enemy, you always have to have a target. You know what I mean? And they basically said, I
never got how Stantler had intimidate, like as an ability.
Do you not find that intimidating?
No, but I always hated going up against him.
Yeah.
Like when playing like the original Gold and Silver. Like that one little bit of
rubber team between
the route between Goldenrod and Amphitrite.
Yeah. Not Lavender Town, Lilac Town,
Chamomile
Town.
That stretch was always. Oh Christ! I'm going to get killed by this stupid reindeer thing.
Yeah. I believe again it's the one Pokemon that sounds better than the accent. Stantler. Well, eyes will bite you.
But it reminds me of what Sigilif is. I've gone and ranted and raved before that I hate.
Cofragigus is that for me.
That's for you, right?
Yeah.
You don't really find them in the wild though all too much.
No,
trainer battles, sure.
Trainer battles definitely, yeah.
But like I can just remember like trying to do grinding and oh Christ, I've got another reindeer.
Another Stantler. Yeah. Fucking Stantler, hi. But yeah, like the sports psychologist thing was that like they dealt with rejection so much over the years, then they make it big once, and they get this overinflated like celebration of ego that like somebody found that what they're doing is correct and what they're saying is right, and they basically just get pampered from that day on, and then their coaches and managers don't like them or do like them, whatever else is, and it basically fucks their head up for life. Essentially. Then you add in the great brain matter from head and balls for 20 years, and then just their general lack of education, and you have a perfect
lack of exposure to the real world. I'd say it had part of it as well.
Pretty much, yeah.
Not knowing how to pay your bills would definitely have a part of why don't these people just stop being poor?
Literally, the biggest problem footballers face when they retire is having to pay their taxes because their taxes are paid by the club most times.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yes, 15-minute cities, lads. Watch out for them. They're dangerous. You normal people out there love driving for hours to get clothes, don't you? They're freaks. Freaks. Yeah, that should hold them off. Anyway,
sorry, the teacher says seems the means of production.
She's a socialite, so I doubt it, unless she's like one of those like high society lefties that you see so much.
Absolutely. Speaking of socialites, have you gone through the Scarlet and Violet DLC yet?
I have.
So best characters being Billy and Onair?
What, the two fucking influences that I wanted to throw into a fucking rice paddy? Yeah, absolutely. God, they were awful. Just and so unnecessary as well. It's like, okay, granted, they were a very thinly veiled parody of Harry and Meghan Markle. I get that, but like, I don't want them in our game. Give me some actual characters. Like, there was actually a really good plot over there, and you're going back.
No. This DLC did not have good plot anywhere.
It was setting up plots more than anything else, wasn't it? Like,
it's not going to deliver on it though.
No, that's the important. Well, I don't know. We'll see. It's all building up to this second DLC, which is interesting.
So just to place where we are in time as well for this. So. The Teal Mask came out about a month ago?
About a month ago, yeah.
About a month ago.
And we're waiting for the
date for the second part.
The second one, yeah.
So we just know it's happening in winter.
Yeah, I think it's around Christmas time anyway. It'll be in December, right in time for Christmas.
Or what is it? Thanksgiving is the end of November for the
25th
States?
of November, yeah. So
that'll absolutely be out Thanksgiving then.
Possibly, yeah.
Because that's like Black Friday and stuff like that's happening around that stage.
They'll time it for that, yeah.
They'll pretty much time it around. But no. So we had the first bit of DLC out. I'm whelmed. I think I had said around the time.
Yeah.
I had low expectations going into it, and it met those expectations.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. But
I don't think in 2 years' time there'll be any going back to Kitakami.
Oh god, no! Not even like 2 months later. Like,
yeah.
No, once you're done, you're done.
Once you're done, you're done. Yeah. Whereas with the other ones, there's some revisiting value in them.
That's why I think the second DLC, like the first DLC, was kind of a setup to make the second DLC look better.
Yeah.
You know, because there's actually was even any new Pokemon in this? I can't remember. Apart from the See No Evil trio, I can't remember the monkey trio, as it were.
There's the which See No Evil trio?
As in like the Okidoki, the Pheasantipity, Iconic.
There's only one of them are monkeys.
I know.
But I get you.
I can't remember the actual
Okidoki, Pheasantipity, and
Monkey Dory.
Monkey Dory. That's it. It was those trios, the Applin Evolution, which is also Grass Dragon.
Yes.
Why are they so hooked on doing that?
Because, if I'm not mistaken, the next stage, and again, spoilers, because apparently there are leaks, we're going to get a Bug Dragon in the second DLC. Because Diplin's going to have another Evo, and it's going to be a Bug Dragon. Okay,
so they're essentially saying, right, third time's the charm.
Well, in this case, 7th time's the charm, because it's going to have 7 heads. Apparently, it's going to be a Hydra. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, apparently. I'm only going by what the leaks are saying.
Okay, and I think Osmosis had picked up that there's going to be a Diplin Evo, but hadn't heard anything on 7 heads or a new typing. But
well, it's people kind of unveiling what it's meant to become. But it's supposed to be the idea is that the worm has taken over the apple. And
fair enough.
More than, and that's why the bug, the actual grass part, if you like, is the apple.
Yeah.
And the dragon was the worm, but now there's like more worms, so it's overwrought. Like,
yeah,
that's what they're going with.
Fair enough. Okay.
I forgot to pick these up actually.
Well, happy I can play. It's always good.
But yeah.
But there was that. There was the Blood Ursaluna, which loved that bit of plot to it.
Yeah, that was a really fun part. That was probably the funnest part of the game for me. Although I did genuinely like the actual main plot enough. It was, again, it's not enough to get you to play it again. Yeah. It holds your attention long enough to play through it, and then that's it. We're done. You know.
I think I've argued before that in a DLC, the idea of you're going to take your favourites with you to the next town. I nearly say at this point that argument is wrong. That there was no value in keeping your team.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If they had told you, right, you can only bring your starter with you, and that's all you were allowed. You have to make your own team.
Well, I did what I kind of felt that the game was wanting me to do and switch out my team. So I did an all Paradox team, which I think you did as well, didn't you? Or did someone else?
That wasn't me. I had tried taking a completely Kitakami based team.
Yeah.
But
I went with
as soon as you level up things once or twice, you're higher level than everything around you.
Yeah, the level capping stopped at a certain point. And, Now at least there are trainers around the map that are actually genuinely good fun. It's a challenge because they are
The ogre trainers.
The ogre trios, yeah, or the ogre trainers, yeah. I think there's 7 of them altogether.
Yep.
Or are they?
Or have you finished that? Did you finish that plot?
No, I fucking didn't. I lost interest.
Secret 8th one.
Ah?
Secret 8th.
Oh yeah, the guy, presumably the Nugget Bridge guy.
I mean, what?
Oh yeah, Team Rocket, blah.
But no, yeah, those ogre trainers, very good section to it.
Yeah. But that was for us, in a sense. That was for the competitive side, you know. So, plot-wise, we were told to go back into the underground, into the sewers, because Perfection wants to see us again.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
remind me again with this here. This underground I thought was like, is this the hidden room in the Pokemon centers that we can jump in, like...
No, that's our secret base.
Okay.
The underground is basically...
As you were walking around there, that's like where I thought you were a second ago there. Sorry. So we're in the underground now.
Yes. Back in the black market.
Okay.
And this is where Perfection have their base, and they're fiddling and tinkering with Pokemon galore.
Okay. Lovely.
I mean, it's been a while since we had a boss battle, isn't that right, James?
I can't remember the last time we had.
Exactly. I mean, it's been a nice balance between actual gym battles, which should be boss battles, and then these motherfuckers. So, yeah.
But from what I remember, it's the... Which Augury is... I'm just trying to remember because it has been a hot minute since we've done this.
It has been quite a while, yeah. Which factions are we dealing with here?
Who all's in play, and there's the redhead rival that we absolutely hate.
Yes, so Damien has been infected with Deoxys DNA, so he's now going around like a
Deoxys, okay?
Deoxys, yeah. So he's been infected, and so is the dad of one of the gym leaders.
Okay.
So the two of them are now basically gone rogue, and they're acting as a kind of a chaotic force amongst everything. The other clans you got Abyssal that are gone. They're disbanded because we defeated Audrey. Okay. She was the Team Aqua Plus.
Yep.
You got Infernal, that's Team Magma Plus.
Yep.
And that's they're the kind of current enemies, shall we say. Perfection are kind of always there. They're kind of Unova nature, I suppose. Like they are all about like reuniting the original dragon. They tried to do that initially and they fucked it up.
Yep.
And they're still working on it. But that's not the only thing they do as well, because your man Ryukura here is a bit of a Giovanni part knockoff.
Yep.
Descendant perhaps of Giovanni.
I mean, he literally looks like Giovanni.
He quite looks like Giovanni, yeah. Then you got you've got the Rayquaza, the Sky Clan, I think it is.
Of course.
And they are Rayquaza's group. So Yern is the second Augur, and he's the leader of that group. Zenith
I thought the second Augur was the evil one of
that is he is hero. The evil, yeah.
No, as in the Augurs were historical figures.
Yes, well, he was like the best trainer, to say the hero of the land. The first Augur disappeared, and then the second Augur took his place and basically has pretended to be a hero this whole time.
But again, I thought that second Augur was long in the past.
Nope. No, Yern is the second Augur. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So you see, that's why you see all of his statues around.
Yeah.
Oh, so they've been trying to make the perfect Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guess what they made?
Well, I mean, they took Mew's DNA for this, so...
Yep.
I wonder who it could be.
It's clearly Mew 3!
I mean...
My god, it's Mew 3!
Well done to them that the main Game Freak, that they've held off on that.
They must have been so tempted when the April Fools came out initially.
But, like, it has been 25 years?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
And largely they've held off from doing that.
Mega Mewtwo, though?
Other Mega Mewtwo, Shadow Mewtwo.
Yeah.
They've dappled, but they've not gone all out.
They've committed to... Yeah, they haven't committed to Mew 3, yeah.
You're shit.
Oh, fuck you, man, alright? Get off your shit.
Oh, no.
I do like Polyrat. What a guy. What a sound guy. This was a dick move.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thanks to the free fucking XP, though.
I mean, probably did the calculation that was still a better shot to go with.
Yeah, I suppose they keep Polyrath for whatever reason.
I mean, could there be a Mega Polyrath? Oh, I love it.
That's a Delta Darmanitan is what it is.
I love it.
Yeah. It's a fucker. It's Ghost Dark. It's an absolute bollocks.
Yep. Ghost Dark is like that. That's the Spiritomb and Sableye type.
Sableye type, yeah. Bear in mind, that's still with their Manita's original stats, so it's the most physical,
Oh Christ!
intense,
Yeah.
like Ghost Dark you're going to get decided of anything else. Like the closest thing to be would be possibly Dusknoir. And like that, even then, it's not. That's still a physical. That's still a defensive tank.
Dusknoir always annoyed me. I always wanted it to be a lot better.
Yeah, literally.
Like I had ducked out for Gen 3 and most of Gen 4. I think I came back in at like
5,
when I was
yeah.
in college. No, when I was in college was just before Gen 5 came out.
Ah, I see.
So I missed out on the Diamond and Pearl. The Heart Gold and Soul Silver had come out, and I think as Platinum was coming out today, like dipped back into it.
Yeah.
And oh, of course. Not as bad as I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
Zebstrike is someone that you'd think should get another form or some love.
Yeah. Well, in here now it's a Mega, and it changes type to Electric Fairy, so that makes it quite dangerous.
Electric and Fair. Okay.
Because of the Dazzling Gleam as well. So
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Have we had that already?
The Den is Electric Fairy.
Right. Okay.
And I think
it's
this is
also
a-
shit.
Yeah, that's shit. There isn't. I think one of the Tapus is
Oh,
Electric
it's
Fairy
right.
as well.
Tapu Koko, the
That's
yellow
the one. Yeah.
So
Yeah, this has gone well.
It's only wiped out half your team.
Yeah,
But-
quite pretty much.
Sorry, you went with the grass move. You had a poison move.
I
that
did.
You could have used.
Mainly because it was special and with a stat bonus for Seed Bomb, so that was a better shout. Which indeed it was.
Yeah, fair enough.
And now,
But
now
I
we can do a
mean-
Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's just a normal Mewtwo. We can't make it.
Yeah, but that's 4 dead now out of your team.
Oh yeah. No. This first go does not go well, as you can tell.
Yeah. Like this is the kind of one where you'd start wondering, should I just start like spamming revives on the entire team?
Yeah. If I've got a shout out of victory, I might do one, but I tend not to. If it's a lost cause, I tend to either get away with it or just try again. Especially considering like you do just get the actual like so we say benefit of a either the XP from the first attempt or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, there you go. That's why.
Well, that's yeah. Well, in fairness, it did bloody the nose a bit, but that's what you're looking for. But now, like you know what you're kind of expecting. Like the three biggest things have been what, like the Zebstrika, and the Mewtwo, you know, and I think they have like Kyurem in the team from this point on as well. So it's like it is a taxing enough battle, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not a fun one to begin with, to say the least. But now, like I said, seeing that we know if we're starting off with Poliwrath, we can now set up a
Like
Metagross instead.
adjust around that.
Yeah.
Now, I'd also assume if you're starting off with your grass type, it'll have a nice move. They'll always have a nice move.
I would have assumed so, but then that's where the rock type comes in handy as well. Then so.
Rock is also weak to ice.
Is it?
Yep.
No, it's ground sweet ice, is that?
I need to double check, but I think
Yeah.
Rock is one of the ones that has all. Rock's the one that has all the weakness.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see how you do.
Yeah, exactly. Either way, we have sturdy, so we'll survive a one-hit kill anyway. But yeah, that's where we're at now. So, in terms of the factions, then the other one that we have is the Darkrai cult, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's who
Team
kept us.
Nightmare, Darkrai and Nightmare.
The spooky skeletons, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they kidnapped us initially and wiped our memory.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what they were about, and.
I'm trying to think what other like synonyms around Nightmare would be.
Yeah.
like.
Just that noise. But but they were in play as well. So essentially, one of the cults, the big cults, has fallen, which is Abyssal.
Yeah.
The other 4 are still in play.
You'd assume the Infernal would fall shortly after that. They tend to go hand in hand.
Well, actually, technically, the Sky Cult have fallen because the gym leader was second in command, and he died. We killed him, and Yarn has been in hiding. So technically, that cult is gone, I suppose.
So we've got 2 down.
2 down, yeah, I suppose. That one just was so early in the plot that I actually kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do this again better. We hope.
All right. Lovely. Lovely.
Yep, we'll take that.
Yep.
and
even
also
even better.
Even better, exactly.
Even better.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's very much a thing like this. We had this with Uranium as well, but with the AI logic for especially on an RPG maker base is that like you can get them, you can kind of trap them into burning out their full restores.
I mean, that's the same in the main series as well.
It is, to be fair, but certainly they don't. Insurgence is a little bit smarter.
Oof. Okay, well predicted.
I did not predict that. That was a lucky guess, but we'll take it.
You might get one more hit before that kills you.
Maybe. We might use the Moxie and see if we do.
Well, no, he'll outspeed you.
Should do. And we were hoping for the focus blast there, but however.
Yeah.
Insurgence is a little bit smarter with the AI than Uranium was, but you're expecting that. There is a good few years difference between the two games.
Yeah.
And like I said, they didn't quite keep the RPG Maker base on this. They adapted it. It started off with that base, you know. Oh, hello. Is it on? No.
Not yet.
Unlucky.
But life orb, that might kill him. Yep.
There you go. Every time that happens, I'm ready to look at the XP. It's like, you fucking cunt, you beauty, you fuck. This isn't over. I'm gonna get that XP back with interest.
You don't get to kill me. Only I can kill me.
Only I am best. And yeah, the Marnitan is a fucking monster. But it's the same thing where like it will be a fucker to play against, but when you try and use it, you don't get the benefit out of it, you know?
Yeah, there are some of these that work well if you're like that I think is the same kind of thing that I'm saying with Stantler. It's a prick to kill, but it's also useless once you put it on your own team.
That's exactly it, yeah. It's just that kind of sweet spot, as it were.
Yeah. Okay,
we're down to 2. And we're, slightly enough, in the numbers advantage.
Technically, yeah. And again, you're not going for the poison move.
Well, this is fighting psychics. So we have to
not fairy in fighting?
No, it's Gardevoir. Gardevoir is psychic fairy at this stage, and Gallade stays psychic fighting.
Right. Anything after Gen 2 doesn't hurt.
Okay, Gen 2er.
Oh no.
No, you little bitch. We'll get you again. We'll get you one more time. And we'll just run ring around this really old, decrepit dragon.
Well, he killed you in one shot.
Yeah, to be fair, it is a legendary. I'd be expecting it.
Alright, a close combat here, and then... No, it's made of ice.
Oh dear.
Not fucking surprised.
Oh dear.
Alright, close combat to finish that.
If we have the speed advantage. Again, well, close combat wouldn't work. Oh, hello.
You got lucky. You got lucky.
Oh, I love this. Don't you love to see it? Don't you just love to see it? Oh.
A fair victory.
Oh, what the smell of rage off you, James, from this side that actually worked. That my hell brain scheme actually worked. I love that. Even better with that victory, even the other guy is disappointed in him. It's like, dude, you had him. Like, you just, what, dude? Like, I gave you this legendary. I gave you Mewtwo. I gave you a fucking legendary. I gave you that fucking dead Darmanitan. You still couldn't beat him. What the fuck, man? Literally a ghost.
But yeah, like just seeing that Darmanitan is like, they did that Darmanitan well, same as they did
the ice one.
Infernape and no, not Infernape, Primeape evolved.
Oh yes, series. Yeah, very much the same idea.
Yeah,
in a weird way.
It worked well.
Yeah,
and it worked well for those.
Yeah.
But yeah, fingers crossed we get in like the what's it, the hidden treasures? What's the last DLC called?
Indigo Disc.
Indigo Disc.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed they give us a couple more forms.
We'll get a few paradoxes anyway. I mean, we know we're getting Raikou and
I assume we're getting those
Covaline
before the last DLC because we're expecting the third one.
Yeah, I'd say that'll be the ones in between like they were last time.
Yeah.
You know how they just end up as freak occurrences or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'd say in the third game you'll actually get the Entei and Terrakion, you know?
Yeah.
Just to round them off, like. I'm not sure which like dinosaur Entei will ape, but I presume it'll be like a Triceratops or something. You know, the big boys. Big head boys.
Yeah. Right.
Considering Raikou is like the Brontosaurus type, which I think is hilarious. it
pissed me off so much.
It just looks so unnatural, doesn't it?
Really
it just
does.
looks so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Is the only way I could describe it. You know. So.
And that's like not saying the other ones. What does Suicune look like as a
fucking raptor?
Velociraptor.
Yeah. I mean, I don't dislike it. It is just strange, and it's enough degrees of separation to go. This is really weird. I don't like it. You know, kind of way.
Yeah, but that's, I think, looking at how Scout and Violet's paradoxes were, the futuristic ones, I think, are not as well made.
Yeah, I think so. I think some of them were like,
it's like, okay, how do we make this look vaguely robotic? Grand, that's enough.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. The future Iron Moth and the future Delibird are absolute beasts.
Future Delibird, I think, is or Delibot as I call it.
Yeah, absolute beast.
Beast, yeah. But again, that's almost like by accident because they just like it's just so top heavy in stats.
Yeah,
but that's what you want. Like,
whereas making prehistoric versions of things, I think they were able to go a bit more creative.
They were more creative with it, yeah. But like, I think that's always going to happen though, because like, when you are designing something to try and make it more prehistoric.
Sorry, so you had gone back to Helios to take out the Team Perfection, and that queue hasn't moved at all?
Nope. That's red tape for you.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's red tape for you. Anyway, plot time.
I assumed the plot was getting to the front of that line.
No. We were waiting for we were told that the disease Damien and so forth were going to be contacted by by Perfection, which they have. To defeat the Huns. Ugh. Oh, shut up. Shut. Do you know what? Fuck you. But yeah, this is where we're at.
I get little bits like this, like having different color text and different font text for different characters. Well done.
I'd love to know how you speak pink.
I mean, you have to be a girl, clearly.
Like, I presume I'm reading this in like the Borg voice, where it's all like echoey. It's like, what's it in your hands or anyone else's? You cannot escape.
But no, that is.
No. See, he can be normal when he wants to.
He can appear normal.
Yeah, exactly. Like we all can, James. And that is.
He is part of the Borg.
Which he fucking is. Like, it's not even this. It's like he's happier now, looking like that. You know,
can't say that he chose, but he is happier.
Yeah. I love that, I like this character Nora after hating on Damien so much. It actually just kind of feels guilty for being a dick to him. It was like, he doesn't deserve this. It's like, he clearly does deserve this. He's a twat. Like,
yeah.
So now we've skipped the checkpoint now, so we can go further up the mountain.
Lovely.
And we can make progress at long last. Now there's me trying to find any Pokemon, see if there's anything around.
Is that a mossy rock or?
I thought it was a mossy rock. That's why I was looking around it, but it was not. The mossy rock we actually met already. It was in the woods. The woods where the spider was.
Fair enough.
The spider nest was.
I'm gonna bet that this is. Oh no, never mind.
Dead. Yes, it was dead, James.
I had tried doing. This is basically as I had moved down to Dublin. I had tried doing a Nuzlocke of Black 2 White 2. Mm-hmm. Absolutely awful idea. It is a brutal game.
It is a lot more attritional than the first game, isn't it?
But Leavanny is awful.
It really is. It's the typing. It is literally just the typing. I just gotta show you sometimes when you do look at it is essentially where you get a double negative like Graz and Bug. Yeah. It just doesn't go well. It just
doesn't what you can try, like give it more speed, doesn't matter. Yeah. It's still as frail.
Yeah. Like in the grass scheme of things, Leavanny actually was a great candidate for a paradox because then you could finally get rid of the fucking grass bug and make it something else.
I mean, I haven't seen any of the leaks, so maybe that'll happen.
I don't believe it is. I would love to be proven wrong. Yeah. But if even for future games, if they ever do like a Black 2, Black White 3, that's a good candidate for something like that. You know?
I've been seeing so many of the people who read far too much into a single line.
Yeah.
Like predicting that we're going to get like Legends Unova and Black and White 3.
Yeah.
All both happening next year. Which
we're going full pelt into America, guys. We're going to give America twice on the lads.
I mean, they gave us what was it, Hokkaido, which is Sinnoh.
That's
like,
true.
Twice
yeah.
within the 1 year.
That's true. So yeah, didn't they?
But no, I can't see that happening.
I think 2 will be too much.
I think we might get one more on the Switch. One more game put out on the Switch before the Switch is retired.
Yeah, I think it'd be more likely to see something like Mystery Dungeon where the graphics wouldn't be a common factor. Like I'd say, you're more likely to see a redo of the second Mystery Dungeon games than anything else, because at least those games that's an easier thing to do in a sense. If you're doing the same art style,
look, I still love to see Let's Go Johto. I think Kanto and Johto go hand in hand, and to not do a Johto game when you've done you've already got the engine for the Kanto game done. Get the Johto one out of the way, and like the pair of them are a set. They're a pair, a duology or whatever you want to call it.
No, I get that. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think like in a sense where like I'm looking from the opposite side, where like okay, if you're doing like Pokemon Legends again,
it's still
you need to do Kanto Johto together. And that kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone in a sense, where it is actually one land and you're like you're going through some of the mythos that way.
Yep.
But I'm just kind of mindful of like where is the actual longevity? Which series has the most longevity, has the most legs? But let's go.
Legends absolutely does.
Yeah, and the Mystery Dungeon series if they do anything with it.
I mean, they had the original Mystery Dungeon was Game Boy Advance, then 2 on the DS.
2 on the DS, yeah.
And then nothing for the 3DS. No, there was one.
There was one for the 3DS, but it was shit.
And then remaking the Game Boy Advance one on the Switch.
Yeah.
And nothing since.
Pretty much wasn't since, yeah. But I think the reason is that like they lost what made the Mystery Dungeon games good in the 3rd game. And that it was like a genuinely emotive, character-driven story. And they just anthropomorphized a lot of Pokemon and made you feel for them. But like it was also weirdly enough for the kind of environmental side of it, where like because there's no humans in this world, everything's like kind of like weirdly in harmony, except for the ones that actually do stick out because they're very human personalities, you know. But like that was also like it's very clearly this was an idea that like somebody on the team had, and it got out. It was fun. It was all this sort of stuff, but it just it didn't resonate. It was actually 4 Mystery Dungeons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I hadn't played one on GBA.
Yeah.
I did get one of the ones on the DS. I would have been at the Gale Talk at the time, and that was like
if it was number 2, if it was the second one of the series, you played the best one.
That was one of Primal Dialga.
Yeah, that was tremendous.
Yeah, yeah. And then I never picked up the ones after that. And then I got it on the Switch whenever it came out. Then last year, the year before.
Yeah.
Or 4 years ago, or however time works, I'm not sure.
Time has been fluid since COVID, lads.
Absolutely. But no, it had. So I've only played the 2. I wouldn't mind seeing the series done up and done proper. But again, I'm not sure. Seeing Diamond and Pearl on Switch didn't do it very well.
No, it was the same art style as the first reboot.
The art style isn't what I'm talking about. It's the gimmicks, the interactions. Like the Diamond and Pearl was made for the DS.
Yeah,
it was made for having a touchscreen.
Oh yeah, fair.
And they tried, but they didn't get the touchscreen ability into the Switch all too well.
No.
So. And that's why I think we might not be seeing the Ranger series.
No, Ranger is long gone. I think that was just a DS thing. That was a gimmick game. In the same way that pinball was a gimmick game because of the Rumble Pack. You know, you're not gonna see it again. Like I know you can get pinball now on the Switch, but like the actual point of it is kind of missing. It's still a fun game. It's a fun little distraction and all that, but you don't get the same difference. Like again, like there's remit there for the trading card games to bring that up to speed, but that's third party already. So is there any point doing that when you already have that in its own little niche
Oh, have you done the trading card game on the Switch?
The original, yeah. It brought back a lot of memories and realised, oh god, they really get the like the Yu-Gi-Oh games of the Game Boy. They actually got the rules way off in this. Like,
oh, did they?
A little bit, yeah. Well,
so
it's not that they haven't got it wrong. It's that like these were actually the basic first principle rules, and then they've added gimmick upon gimmick upon gimmick now on top of it.
So going
like
back to first principles is probably bizarre seeing.
A little bit. It's not even that. It's just simplified. It's just so much more simpler now, you know. Because even a couple of times I tried to play the trading card game, I just found some of the mechanics now just impenetrable because they've added so many things onto it. Like they had like an analog for Mega Evolution, and they had an analog for the Z moves and all this sort of stuff. It's like, you know, if you just like kept putting out cards and like different Pokemon and different like variabilities, that would have been better. But they had the gimmicks.
Isn't it explosion halves your defense without telling you?
You mean the Aftermath one?
No, the explosion as a move.
Yeah.
Has a hidden secondary effect on you.
I don't think so. I think it's just 250 damage.
I'll have to look that up, but from what I remember, that's like it's not advertised.
Okay.
That like.
No, as far as I know, it's a move that does 250 points of damage. And then and you throw that into the calculation, you know? But because Haxorus is a steel type in this, he's able to take the hit quite well.
I look up explosion and I'm immediately shown articles on Israel and Palestine.
Well, that dates the video.
We're clearly not in the 1990s.
No, we're not in fucking Kansas anymore, fella, because we got bombed out of it. But anyway, so we're back to now. Haxorus is back. There we go. See? The bad hippo can't hurt you now.
Denton, as of Gen 2, Explosion's power is 250, the target's defense is halved.
Okay.
Sorry, that's in Gen 1 as well.
Yeah.
So the power is listed as 170, the target's defense is halved during the damage calculation, effectively doubling its power to 340.
I see, okay.
So, yeah, it's a hidden...
It does, yeah.
It's a hidden mechanic behind the scenes.
Gotcha. That is quite sneaky, actually.
Yep.
But even then, that also what breaks in why Buccaneer was taking the hit because the steel type would have kind of reset that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
Yeah. But anyway, back towards the plot here.
Yes.
So no,
we basically we're heading for another town basically where the Infernal Cult we think is gone, because they do have to have a hideout and there's a volcano in town. So how convenient. Good old Gollark. Big friendly Gollark. But
it's literally called the Cult of Darkrai.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
they weren't very creative, unfortunately.
Yeah. they didn't come up with like a cool name.
A catchy brand name, yeah.
Yeah.
Their that's where their cult are going wrong.
Right on point.
It's the branding.
Yeah.
It's all branding. When you're making a cult, you have to get the branding right, you have to get the merch right, you have to get the colours right. Like, there's no point being a cultist if you don't look the part, you know?
And again, it's all, as you just said, it's all branding. Like, read a bit of Edgar Allan Poe.
Yep.
I'm sure you can pick up a few names.
Raven's Claw, cousin fucking no, that doesn't work.
New Englanders, no.
New Englanders, Rhode Island, Quahog. There we go, Quahog. 6 degrees of separation from Peter Griffin. Hey, remember the time we made Hector a water type? But in any case, yeah, this is where we're at now. So this is our next bit of plot by before our next gym battle. But of course, we had no gym battles left because the eight gym leader is dead.
Oh yeah,
he's dead.
So the plot, I'm just assuming the badge is going to be on the altar whenever we go in.
Essentially, yeah. No, the eight gym leader is missing. That's what's wrong. We don't know where he is. So basically, no one has been able to challenge a Pokemon League for years.
Okay, grand.
Which is.
Not the worst.
Yeah, I mean, I admire people's constant dedication to still Pokemon battling and all the other gym badges. Like you can do 7, but you can't do 8. Like it's a real kind of public sector situation where like, well look, listen, we get to this far, and then when this person comes back from career break, then you can.
I mean, Gold and Silver had that of like, yeah, I mean, there used to be a gym here, but a volcano happened. So I don't know, maybe go swimming around the islands over there, but there's no gym here.
So, well, you got two choices, right? Either you fuck off, or you can go talk to the crazy man out in the cave over there that's gone crazy. He'll give you a badge. It's not an official badge because he lost his job. Very much fucking lost his job.
Trying to think what other ones.